Capricorns, this is your monthly reading for the month of March 2019 for Sun Sign, Rising Sign, and Moon Sign Cappies. For messages from heaven, hi guys, welcome to another video. I'm just going to get right into it. I pulled out a stone from one of my stones, a couple of stones, black obsidian. It normally sucks up all the negative vibes and negative energy, so I'm going to go ahead and do a reading based off this stone here and see what comes up. Meditate with it, sort of kind of thing. I just felt guided to do this for the monthly March readings. But God, thank you so much for bringing me together here with my lovely Capricorns. I have lots of Capricorn friends, actually, and family members. But please deliver clear guidance and messages so I can go ahead and give them that information and they could utilize that to bring positive blessings into their month of March 2019. God, thank you so much. Amen. All right, so let's get right into it. So, Capricorns. So what I pick up here is that I feel like you're almost like in a shadow period of your life, but that sounds weird to say that because it, it kind of almost feels like an ending to a cycle, ending of, I don't want to say darker times, but I feel like you're coming out of a shadow period of your life at this time, but it's going to feel like maybe you're still kind of in it in March. But what I'm feeling is that, I feel like a lot, within the month of March, you guys are going to feel probably a little bit, sometimes indifferent, a lack of self-esteem, a lack of self-confidence in yourself. Some of you guys might even feel like a financial burden, maybe not feeling like you're not financially sufficient enough at this time, or you're questioning your abilities, your skills, your talents. Some of you, I might feel like you don't have enough to really actually to support yourself financially as well. Or, just some of you guys are just lacking the self-confidence, the self-esteem within yourself. There's like a level of insecurity there. A little bit of that unsettled type of energy. Not feeling like you're strong and independent. It kind of just feels like you feel a little, I don't want to say uncertain or unsure of yourself, but I feel like there's a lack of self-confidence, self-esteem there. There's something a little bit deeper going on for you. And I feel like what you're missing at this time is sometimes it's okay to communicate that and speak your truth about that, or speak to someone about it, or talk to someone about it, and try to, one way is to, intellectualize what it is you're feeling, and another way is just to express it, and it's important to do so. And I feel like some of you guys even feel like not even confident to even want to express how you're really feeling at this time, and you might be missing at the point that that's what's going to help heal you, is speaking that out. So I feel like some of you guys are definitely feeling this way. And if you are, I'm sorry to hear that, but there is something deeper going on for you. And it's okay if you're in this period of time where you feel that way. There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like you guys have a hard time really talking or speaking or having conversations about this. And you're not able to really communicate this well, and it's time that maybe you should, find someone you can talk to about this. For some of you, it might be someone you're dealing with that makes you, and I feel like there's an air sign, either male or female, on the younger side, not so much the older side, that might be making you feel like you're inadequate. Some of you guys feel like this level of inadequacy as well. I'm not good enough for this person, or, maybe there's a person opposite from you at this time that makes you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not enough, or you're kind of feeling, but I don't feel like this is a person that's telling you straight up that's what it is. It's just you feel this way. So I just feel like the best thing to do about this is to talk about this, put it out there, speak your truth, and communicate. Have a conversation with someone you trust about it and just air it out, because I feel like you're kind of holding it all within yourself. And I feel like the more you're able to communicate that with someone, the more you're going to feel a lot more grounded and a lot more balanced, because right now it just feels like those feelings are just all over the place within yourself, and it needs a place to go. So I hope you guys do that. Take that advice if that's what you're experiencing or feeling at this time. Some of you guys are feeling a lot of pressure financially. I feel like that's something, again, needs to be brought out, needs to be spoken into existence. Let's see. Okay, so what I want to talk about next is that in last month, right, what we're talking about, February 2019, I see you made some endings in your life. Some endings that might have even hurt in a little bit, or a little bit of a sense, or in a way, but you definitely made some endings in your life, maybe some endings with some people. You definitely ended some things in your life, and it's okay, because I feel like you've ended some things that were quite challenging for you. I feel like some of the things you ended kind of like were a reoccurring thing, that just kept coming up with this person or this situation, where you kind of felt like you were dealing with the same thing over and over again, and it's finally reached its point, it's finally reached its end of its cycle, and you finally ended that. And some of you, it might have involved a friend that you had to end the situation with, but it doesn't have to be that. It's just one example of that I see that I pick up energetically. But what I feel like is happening here is that you finally wrapped up this thing that kind of kept reoccurring its ugly little head. And when I'm talking about that, it doesn't necessarily mean the person itself, but that maybe the challenges that came with dealing with this person, or the challenges that came with dealing with this environment or this situation. You finally you ended that for yourself, and and as a result of that, I feel like you guys are seeking more maybe friends support as a result of this. Some of you guys might have just feel a little bit more joy as a result of ending some of that stuff in your life, maybe enjoying more out of life as a result of ending certain things like that in your life that kind of, had that type of vibe, that type of theme. And most importantly as well, I feel like you've ended something that it's in a way where you ended it because you had to protect yourself. You know that it wasn't really good for you, or wasn't really serving you well, and you kind of have to be cautious with this person or this situation. And the best way for you to handle it is to kind of end as much involvement as you kind of have to end certain level of involvement with this situation or this person or whatever it was, this challenging situation you were dealing with. And you had to do that in order to protect yourself. And you did the right thing. You did the right choice for yourself, because you can kind of see that this is not going to be a good thing for me if I continue here. So let me just stop this right there. And you made the right choice for yourself here, I think. The energies you're moving out of in the month of March is that I see some of you guys who are dealing with a friendship or a business partnership or something like that. It's either your business partnership or a friendship that you were dealing with, and this person has been in your life actually for quite some time now, a while. And you were dealing with this person for a while, but I felt like at this time you might have felt like they probably haven't treated you well, or they did something wrong to you, or they wronged you in some way, or they did you dirty, or they didn't treat you fairly. I just felt like there's a lot of imbalances going on with you dealing with this person. Just a number of imbalances there, where you just feel like, you didn't quite you got the short end of the stick kind of situation. And I feel like you had a level of clarity dealing with this person. This is something that probably you've just finished up dealing with, probably recent past, not too long ago. And since you have that clarity now, and you know the truth to how you're really being treated, or you can kind of see clearly and truthfully that there's an imbalance here, and that so maybe this person has wronged you, or you finally actually found out a truth that this person actually did something behind your back, or did something wrong to you, or something not quite right, or it could be that, or it could just been just like you can tell the truth is there's a great level of imbalance here, and you don't feel like you're getting treated fairly. And as a result of this, you're realizing, I have to set boundaries, and I have to take control of the aspects of this that I can control. I can't control this other person, but I can control myself and how I deal with it and how I handle this person, which might be taking a step back. So whatever it is that you might need to do, or setting boundaries with that person and saying, hey, you can't keep doing this to me, or you can't be treating me this way anymore. Those types of things. And the energies I see you guys moving into in the month of March 2019, I feel is you're finally moving in a new direction. I feel like you're really assessing what happened, where you've been before, and where you're trying to go moving forward. And you're finally making a decision on moving in a new direction, handling the same situation you've been dealing with, but handling it in a different way, or just going about handling things in a different way, moving in a new direction, trying something different rather than what you've been trying before that hasn't worked. And it could be in any area of your life. And it seems though as a result of this, better is coming for you for choosing to do this, because I feel like this is a big important choice that you make that you probably don't even realize how important the choice was, but it's finally gearing you in the right direction, and getting the things that you want. And it's actually going to turn out better as a result of making this shift. It's actually going to turn out better than what you're expecting it to be. And I see it, whatever it is, it has to do with, for some of you, it has to do with finances, money. Some of you it has to do with just making a big, great change in your life, changing directions, or just making a big change in your life. For some of you, it's about finally embracing yourself in a confident way, and or maybe starting some sort of new creative project or endeavor that you've always wanted to put out there or start doing. For some of you, it has to involve maybe like changing your way of communication. For some of you, like some sort of news comes in or information like an email or a phone call or something like that, that kind of shifts things for you to go ahead and say, hey, are you going to go ahead and take this opportunity? Or hey, you wanted to go ahead and do this? Or hey, you know what I mean? Here's this on the table. You want to take this on? And I feel like you guys are going to say, you know what? Yeah, I am. And that kind of shifts things for you. For some of you, like I said, it might involve, I also see like there's an involvement maybe with other people, a group of people or a team of people. I just see like you're not doing this alone or by yourself. You're involved with others in doing whatever this is, or moving in this new direction, or doing something different. And it seems like some of you, it has something to do with work or career, maybe like joining some sort of job or work or career, or a situation like that, and now you're working with a team or a company or something like that. For others of you, it's different areas of your life where I just see a big change, and it's going to turn out better than what you're expecting it to go, or how you're expecting it to go. So that's awesome. I think that's the way to go. So I see you guys are going to make a good decision on moving forward in your life in a new or different way. I feel like in the month of March, you are going to get something that you've been wanting or that you've been looking for. And I see, again, it's more practical. It has to do with maybe job or career. Some of you guys are going to book a gig, or some of you guys are going to get an interview for a job and land it. And it actually has not just a little money, like a good amount of money in there. And it makes you feel more secure, financially secure. It provides a level of security for you. I also see that some of you guys are going to do a lot of emotional healing a lot. And I feel like you're going to, heal those old wounds and hurts. And I see some of you guys having some forgiveness, forgiving yourself or forgiving others. And that's going to be happening as well. Healing from also being able to forgive yourself on certain things, or forgiving others on certain things. Releasing angers or resentments of things in the past. You guys are really doing a lot of healing, which is bringing more blessings in your life as a result of that. As far as what's going on around you, I see you guys spending a lot of time with family as well, or at the home. Some of you guys, I see some of you guys are actually going to reach a milestone in your life in the springtime. So I don't know if you're moving on to the next level or the next step, whether it's the next level of a job situation, or next level of your schooling, or next level of a course, or the next level of certain things like that. I see some of you guys experiencing, and I feel like some of you guys is coming in the springtime. Moving to the next phase, the next step with something or someone in your life. You kind of accomplished something. You're now moving on to the next thing. Some of you guys are completing some sort of project and moving on to the next thing. I see some of you guys going to a party. I don't know if it's like a birthday party or a family gathering kind of thing. I see some of you guys going to that this month of March. Someone's like birthday party or celebration party of some sort, a family gathering thing or something like that. I also see that with family as well for you, Sagittarians, Capricorns. I also see that as far as family, I see you guys having to really have a little bit more compassion and understanding for them as well. So I see some of you guys having some more compassion, more understanding for family members in your life, and having more of that there. And I also see some of you guys, if you're looking to like change your living situation or home situation, or your something like that. I see again springtime of this year happening for you. wherever that is in your world. Okay, so I see there's a challenging person in. Okay, so let me give you some spiritual advice on how to handle this person or this situation. Some of you guys are going to be dealing with some sort of challenging person in your life, which is a woman, and the best advice, I feel like the spiritual advice there that's being given is that the more understanding and compassion that you give this person, the more that they'll be able to become a better person as a result of it, because they're following your example. You kind of have to lead by example at this point. I feel like but some of you, I feel like you're gonna kind of maybe end your involvement with this person, and looks like it's a female, and she's kind of like all over the place emotionally. Sometimes she's really manipulative in how she handles things, and like, you know what I mean, and she's just like unbalanced emotionally. And I feel like some of you guys, you just have her attention. The focus of her is on you, and it's kind of causing some difficulty in your world and in your life. The best thing I can see is that in order to handle her, you kind of maybe need to end your involvement with her. For some of you, you might decide to do that, and for others of you, it seems as though you're going to just find a way to handle her and understand that, you're probably not the only person having to deal with a type of person or situation that's like that in your world. And you're going to hear from other people or other situations from other people in your life that are going to make you go, I see how this person's handling their situation with that. And it's kind of similar to mine. And so in a way, you kind of have an understanding, compassion from seeing things from a different perspective about this person and how to best handle it in your way, based off of what, you can kind of see how other people handle certain other situations in their life. Kind of using that as an example for yourself. For others of you, I feel like you Capricorns, you are going to feel a little bit emotionally imbalanced yourself. And that is the challenging part for you. I feel like, especially emotionally, don't let yourself go down a dark rabbit hole of emotions, because I feel like some of you, again, you're not the only person alone going through it. And I feel like you guys will learn you're not the only person going through this. You're not alone. And, seek out someone, or just find out, that you're not, how to handle this, because obviously you're not the only person going through it. And there's a way to handle this and bring this feeling, this vibe to an end. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is realize it's really here. It's really on the surface, and it's time to address it. You can't let it continue on. You know what I mean? You can't try to keep suppressing it. Address it so you can bring this to a close, Going back to the family thing too, I see some of you guys, maybe there's a new child coming in. I don't know, coming into the family, maybe a new child and someone either pregnant or giving birth or something along those lines. So some of you guys might actually experience maybe a baby shower or a party or something like that, or someone bringing someone new into the family, that sort of thing too. Okay. Like I see someone becoming a new father, becoming a dad. So I don't know. Interesting. Lots of love there too. Lots of love. Okay, so there's that. Also, towards the end of the month of March 2019, I just feel as though I feel like you're finding a little bit more peace. I see you're just a lot more relaxed. And some of you guys might actually take a break or take a vacation or some time off from work or something like that, or take a couple of days off or something. But I feel like you guys are taking a break, or either you guys just seem more relaxed, more peaceful, more relaxed, because I see some of you guys definitely deciding to end negative past situations or people in your life and bringing that to a close, being done with that and saying, you know what, I'm embracing new energies, new situations. I don't need this old mess. I don't need negative old habits anymore. I don't need negative old people or negative old situations that I keep coming back to. I'm done with that. Like, they're toxic. They're not helpful. They're not good. I'm done. I'm changing myself. You're like literally going, I'm changing myself and I'm becoming anew by ending the old. And I'm good with that. And I see you guys moving in that sort of energy, in that direction. And again, the right choice in the right direction for you. And I see, I've been, moving into April 2019. Here's the thing, change is, you have to keep pushing with it. It's a constant thing. You can't give up at any point in time because, guess what happens? You revert back to your old ways. And, so you constantly have to chip away at it. And some people go, oh, change, boom, you know what I mean? I made a decision, I made change, and it's done, it's a wrap. No, I mean, hey, it could happen that way, but for most of us, you have to keep chipping away at it and not let yourself fall back to certain old habits and ways of doing things or ways of thinking. And I see some of you guys, as you keep pushing, trying to maintain that change and that newer energy. Some of you guys might want to revert back, might want to give up. And I say, in the month of April, and I say, do not do this. Please, please do not do this. Keep pushing. Push all the way through the end of April. Even, it could be anything. It could be something as simple as a diet. It could just be something as simple as just changing a habit in your life. Don't be like, oh, I think I got it now. I think I'm good. I could just, no. Or, I've been, even though I cut this person off, I think I can handle them again, in my own way. So, I can start opening the lines of communication with that person again. No, if it's not good for you, or you don't want to go back to that, you already know what that situation or that thing's going to bring you. So just let it be. And don't keep defending where you are, your position on this change. Keep pushing forward. Don't slip back, okay? So, and I see some of you guys might consider it a slip back or kind of, give that, give that chance for that past negative thing to come back into your life again. No, keep working at it, keep pushing at it, don't give up, okay? All right, so what else do I want to say? As far as any other messages, Capricorn, I just feel like, something, you're going to be experiencing some things in the month of March 2019 that are going to be blessing in disguises for you. You're going to realize there's certain things or certain situations that are not going to turn out the way you were expecting. But, ultimately when you make a decision to move in a new direction, it's going to pull through for you. It's going to go well for you, but you have to make that choice that you should have been making for quite some time now on how you handle the situation. It's time to move in a new direction because it wasn't working the way you were trying to handle it before. But it seems as though you're going to experience some situations that are going to seem like blessing in disguises for you. And again, you're realizing that you can't control everything. You can't control everyone. The only thing you can control is yourself. And that's what that blessing in disguise is going to make you realize, that you have the ability to control yourself, set boundaries, and take control of you and how you handle things. And that's one of the bigger messages for you in the year of 2019, not just in the month of March 2019. That, not everything you can, not everyone you can control, so you can control yourself and how you handle things. And basically let other people see your power. Don't shy away from that. Let people see you for who you are, and see the power in being able to do that and express yourself. Because that's the only thing you have. You can't control others, but you have your power where you can control you and let other people see you for who you are, and for them to know who you are and say, I'm here. And this is what I expect from myself. This is what I want from myself. If you don't want to align with that, that's cool. That's fine. But if you don't want to respect me either, that's not going to be cool. So we can't keep doing that, okay? So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that resonates. Do let me know in the comments section. I hope you guys have an amazing month, because I see you guys are going to have a better month as soon as everything starts clicking into place, okay? And I hope to see you soon. Again, love you guys. Bye-bye.